Today we are going to have our second part of externalities, that is negative externalities. Okay. There was one question in final exam of Cambridge University paper 4. Explain how pollution from industrial production can cause market failure. What was the question? Explain how pollution from industrial production can cause the market failure. I will let you know. There are 12 marks. Okay. Yesterday we were talking about externalities. So externalities are what? Spillover effects of an economic activity on the third party without any payment, without any price. And the first example of externality, first type of externality we analyzed, the positive externalities. So today we are going to see how the second type of externality, that is negative externality, can cause the market failure. This was the question of Cambridge University in their paper 4. Today I was doing it in another class. Explain how pollution from industrial production can cause the market failure. So pollution is actually a type of external cause. It is an example of external cause which is created by the industrial production of goods and goods, whatever the goods are produced over there. So they can cause allocative inefficiency, which is the reason of market failure. What is market failure? When market forces of demand and supply are unable to achieve economic efficiency. So negative externalities means these are the negative spillover effects or harmful effects of an economic activity on the society without any payment. Now this pollution is coming from the producer side. Externalities can be, negative externalities can be from the consumers, they can be from the producers. But right now we are talking about the producers' negative externalities. Okay? Like if someone is smoking a cigarette, so he is also causing negative externalities for non-smokers. That comes from one smoker to another, and both are the consumers. So negative externalities can arise from producer or from the consumers. But right now we are talking about the negative externalities. They are arising from the industrial production. For example, a firm is producing the leather garments. Along with that, it is also polluting the atmosphere. Our environment is being polluted. So there are three types of costs which are involved in order to analyze the negative externalities in the market. What are those costs? First of all, we say this is the marginal private cost. Do you have any idea about private cost? What do you mean by private cost of production? The private cost. I'm not talking about external cost. Private cost means the expenditures incurred by the producer in order to produce output. For example, the producer is paying the raw material cost, the producer is paying wages, rent of the piece of land. All these are the examples of private cost of production or the monetary cost of production, which are paid in terms of money by the producers in order to produce the output. Clear? So private cost means the expenditures incurred by the producers in order to produce the output, and they can be in the form of raw material, labor cost, rent or interest on the capital borrowed. Clear or not? And marginal means additional or extra. So when firm is going to produce an extra unit, it has to put in extra raw material, it has to put in extra labor hour in order to produce the extra output. So can I see this thing? This is the production, this is the price, and this supply curve is representing what? It is representing the marginal private cost of production. Clear? Yesterday we were talking about positive externality, which I tried to explain from the consumer side. So here I am saying, when firm is going to produce this quantity, it is having this much of marginal cost. When it wants to produce an extra unit, what happens? Its marginal cost will be increasing. That's why the sellers, they are willing to charge extra price for the extra unit produced, because they are incurring extra cost for the extra unit. Clear? Therefore, the supply curve of the firm, this is called S1, that this is representing what? The marginal private cost of the producer. And it is outward sloping. As extra units are going to be produced by the firm, there will be the additional cost of production by the firm. Alright? Now the second type of cost which is present, that is called marginal external cost. What it is? Marginal external cost. This is MEC. This is actually the external effect or spillover effect which goes to the society without any payment. Follow my point? Like pollution that goes to the society from the production of certain commodity without any payment. This is called what? The external cost of production. So when we see, when cost of production increases, what happens to the supply curve? Remember? When cost increases, what happens to the supply curve of the firms, of the market supply curve? It will shift leftward. Where will it shift? It will shift leftward. So when we add this external cost of production with the marginal private cost of production, the new supply curve will be on the left side. So the gap between these two supply curves is what? That is called marginal external cost. What it is? When we say cost of production is added, like external cost, whatever the pollution is created by the producers, how much money will be spent in order to clean the environment? That is the value of pollution which is created by the producers in the atmosphere. So when we add that cost on the marginal private cost, our supply curve will shift leftward. So can I say what is the third cost? That is marginal social cost. What it is? The marginal social cost. This is the sum of marginal social cost is the sum of marginal private cost and marginal external cost. Can I write this supply curve as marginal social cost? Yes. Why not? Because it is the sum of marginal private cost and marginal external cost. Follow? So at this price, if I say, at this price the private producer is producing this quantity, whereas society says, as you are causing harmful effects to us, you have to produce this much, because your production is causing harmful effects to the environment. We are also affected because of your negative externalities which you are supplying us without any payment. Society does not want to have in the environment. So whatever the producer is producing, the level of output. Now what is happening? Producer is over allocating the resources, it is producing more output. But society's point of view is that you have to produce less as it is causing harmful effects to the environment. And we are also using the same environment to live in. Clear? Now I am going to draw the demand curve along with this diagram. Okay, I have to place over there. See, yesterday we were talking about marginal private benefit and marginal social benefit. So now from this product bucket, what is happening? We are having the demand curve which is representing marginal social benefit which is equal to marginal private benefit. What does it suggest? That from consumer side there is no externality. Yesterday, Alina, I wrote this supply curve, a single supply curve that was telling us marginal social cost, and that was equal to marginal private cost because there was no externality from the producer side. So today I am writing this demand is representing the marginal social benefit because there is neither positive or negative externality from the consumer side. Then the market demand is showing us a marginal social benefit which is equal to marginal private benefit. Now this is called what? S1, which is marginal private cost. So when externality is not included, the market forces are demand and supply. They are cleared in the market at Q1 at price P1. This is called what? Positive economics equilibrium. This is a factual statement that consumers are demanding this quantity and sellers are supplying this at this equilibrium price P1. Market is clear. But how much this producer has caused pollution to the society? When that value is added, then supply will shift leftward. This becomes S2, which is equal to marginal social cost. Clear? So this E2 is social desirable level of output. When external cost is included, it is added to the private cost. Society will say this Q1 level of output is causing more harmful effects. You have to include the external cost of production into your private cost, then the social desirable level of output of this market will be decreased to Q2. Clear? Now look at the question. How will this pollution will cause a market failure? This E1 equilibrium is having over allocation of resources. And over allocation means what? Economic inefficiency. Clear? So E2 is showing us that when this economic inefficiency, this external cost is internalized. Internalization means what? This cost of production of pollution is cleaned by the producer himself. Then he will be producing this quantity Q2. This E2 level, E2 equilibrium will be the social desirable level of equilibrium and the quantity and prices which are socially desirable, in which external cost is also added up. So can I say these negative externalities which are created by the producers of different goods which are associated with negative externalities, they are causing what? Allocative inefficiency, which is a reason of what? Market failure. There is no mechanism to measure the value of pollution created by the industrial production. Market forces of demand and supply are unable to calculate the exact volume, exact value of pollution created by the industrial production. That's why we say market forces or free market system is showing economic inefficiency. And it shows what? it will fail to achieve the allocative efficiency. So when allocative efficiency is not achieved, that is the reason of market failure. Clear? So I wrote one question from the past paper and I tried to explain. First of all, I gave you understanding and knowledge about the concept of negative externality. Yesterday we defined externalities. The same definition can be amended by using the word negative spillover effects on the same definition. Then we can see the negative spillover effects of the production activity which are borne by the society without any payment, that is called the negative externality. Now its example can be pollution. Okay. Now it comes from the producer side, so we are taking the help of supply curve to analyze the impact of negative externality in the market. So we try to explain the marginal private cost, marginal external cost, marginal social cost, and how will they be showing us the market failure or allocative inefficiency, and what is the reason of the market failure, the allocative efficiency of this industrial production, which is actually over allocating the resources when they are not including the external cost of production. Yeah, that's all about the market failure and the negative externalities. Okay, thank you.